Hello, everybody. The Daily Fail the other day published a story, which is quite an older story, about Diana's sisters not accepting Harry's belief that Megsy was just like his mommy. He was just like, Megsy is just like Diana. So this is back in the press, back again. So we are going to have a look into how Harry is feeling about this, whether he still believes that Megsy is mommy dearest, whether he still believes that his aunties were wrong. The only person in God's green earth who would believe that Megsy is anything like his mother is Harry. Everybody else, everyone else would think, no, definitely not. But Harry, sure he would. I mean, he's under some type of control and he's a bit of a narc himself. So we're going to have a look with the cards and just see how Harry is getting on with all of this and see what the whole shebang is about him and it and everything like that. So let us have a look. We're going to look into Megsy and Diana's legacy as well later on in the reading. So stick around for that. So Harry now and his relationship with his aunties and their insistence that Megsy is nothing like the late Diana. So how did he react with this story coming out? Oh, the Hermit in reverse. Oh, they're just saying this to get at me. This is in the paper just to get at me. He doesn't learn. He's so he really thinks that this piece is just being published to get at him, to bother him. And it's he is taking this like he is being mocked. The Hermit in reverse, of course, relates to the sign Virgo and has other meanings as well. But for the Hermit in reverse as well, he takes his own very bad advice. With being a Virgo, the Hermit in reverse, I mean, that's Harry in spades, is it not? Let's have a look at what's crossing over. Oh, there she is, the 9 of coins in reverse. Now, remember, this is my all fur coat and no knickers cards. Megsy, when this 9 of coins is in reverse, she really, 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 really fancies herself as this wholesome, you know the drill. She thinks she's better than Diana and Catherine and the Queen, the late Queen, and everyone. She thinks she's just it. And the fact that it's pointed out that she is not like Diana and she is not like any of these people really grinds on her. So the 9 of coins crossing over in reverse, that's the real one of the issues that is vexing Harry. How can you not see my wife is such a wonderful humanitarian, blah, 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 blah. The 10 of cups is in reverse above. Unhappy families. We know cards. We know the Spencers are all fragmented. The Royals are fragmented now because of Captain Dum-Dums and his beige wife. So it's just, you can see it. You can see it a mile off with them. That 10 of cups in reverse, it's no surprise there. He will just say, oh, it's just people trying to get at me, blah, 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 blah. The sun is in reverse as well. Watch out around William's birthday. He's going to try something here. He is. That sun in reverse. It's a weird dichotomy, I believe is the right word. He wants the attention. He wants the association with Diana. He wants all of those things. But he likes being in the press, you know. He loves it. All of this, I could have just slipped off to Africa and worked on a game on reserve, is rubbish. Quite frankly, absolute rubbish. I think we're going to get something around Lou Bucks's birthday. I think they're going to try and don't know, superimpose a blonde wig on a kid with a Cabbage Patch doll. Judgment is in reverse. He thinks his aunties are incorrect. He thinks he knows what is going on. His judgment is flawed. He believes everyone else's judgment is flawed, but it's actually him who's not like seeing the bigger reality of the situation. That judgment card in reverse, he just doesn't process it. He thinks everybody is out to get him, and he soothes himself by believing in lots of conspiracy theories. We have the Page of Cups in reverse here. Now, there is going to be a comparison, and it's going to pay him off. He's going to have emotional. He's going to have a melty bee about it. Menty bee. That's it. Menty bee. He's going to completely be driven mad by the comparison of one of the Wales's children with the late Diana. There's coming. Something about the Wales children is going to really rankle him. Page of Cups in reverse. He's going to be emotionally immature about the whole thing too. It's going to mess with his emotions. The Four of Wands and the Knight of Swords, both in reverse. Okay, so let's move on from the Page of Cups, and we'll go on to what's on his mind, his foundations and his beliefs, his home, his life, his steadiness, his marriage. Everything isn't as it seems. He doesn't feel supported. He doesn't feel secure. Maybe he can't see it himself because what's surrounding him, he is blaming all of his problems on not having the Knight of Swords around him. I think they're going to false flag themselves. They're going to do another near catastrophic car chase in New York. I do believe, like the cards predicted, they're going to do something else soon. They're going to do something where they're going to like fake a break-in or a hack or something. That Knight of Swords in reverse surrounding, he's really salty about security. He tries to push everything. Everything would be better if only the security was resolved. Everything would be better if only my wife was loved. Everything would be better if only the British press wrote nice things about us. And it's projecting because he's got no control himself, so he's trying to control everything else. And it's just projecting. It's just sheer projection at this point. Okay, so here we have the Nine of Swords coming up. What is on his mind? It drives him insane that his wife is not viewed as Diana 2.0. It really does. It gives him anxiety. I would suggest we're going to be hearing something about his mental health pretty soon as well, because that's been coming up more and more, not just in this reading, in the cards. He's going to, I don't know if he's going to go on with the Gabba Mate guy or something. I doubt it would be him again, but somebody like that, and just like talk about, yeah, my mental health's like really bad because like stuff. The Knight of Coins is in reverse there. He's going to look petty. He's going to look unforgiving. He's going to look ungenerous. He's going to look mean-spirited, and he's going to look like he's got zero sense of humor again. I think it's quite well established now that the palace, Bucky P, seemingly gave Harry a sense of humor that he seems to have lost. It's just gone. Who knew? It's just disappeared. So there is that. So he is in denial about it all. Let's have a look and see where Megsy feels about the anti-statements. Now, I think the relationship with some of the Spencers is at the very least cordial, right? Let's have a look. Okay, Queen of Swords is in reverse. Okay. She's not happy about this. Right, I don't know the star signs for both of the ladies Spencers, the sisters. I can look it up afterwards, and if you can leave it in the comments below, I'd be really interested as well. So the Queen of Swords in reverse. Now this could either be an air sign female that she's really spitting feathers about, or this is something that she is enacting a behavior of herself. So she could well be like forming a strategy, trying to do things, trying to push things forward, trying to manipulate things. Here, the Ten of Wands crossing over, the burden she carries. Now, I particularly like this Ten of Wands because there's the king there looking over, and the person's. This for Megsy is, blaming the monarchy for statements like this, blaming the monarchy. I don't think the monarchy will have anything to do with it. I think that that's taking agency away from other people. They do that a lot. They'll say, oh, they're doing this because this person said this and the monarchy said that. And it's not that. That you're taking agency away from somebody else who can develop their own opinions and form their own minds, yeah. So they're going to say that, like, oh yeah, that was just from the monarchy. They actually. The Four of Cups in reverse. Oops. Oh, it's upright. I'm so used to say the reverse. The Four of Cups upright. The Four of Cups upright. Now, listen. She is annoyed by this story, but the way algorithms, I believe, work is she'll have her name again next to Diana in the algorithm. Yeah? Even though it's a bad press, she doesn't like it, but she's like, the benefit of this is my name is, if somebody types in Diana, Princess of Wales, into Google or wherever, and the news stories that pop up will be Meghan Markle, Meghan Markle, Meghan Markle, and it gets her more exposure. So she doesn't like the sentiment of the story, but she likes the fact there's a triangulation there with Diana. Just for the news feeds, just for all of that kind of stuff. Let's have a look, see what's underneath. The Prince of Swords as well, the Knight of Swords. I swear, guys, they're going to be like the boy who cried wolf. They're going to do something where they're faking a security incident. And then when one really does happen, no one's going to believe them, guys. She's furious and she wants to act out. She wants to correct the record. She doesn't like people. Temperance in reverse. Not being able to bring things together, not making things flow. People can see. Now there's the Five of Swords. People can see she's duplicitous. She's shady. People can see that, yeah. That Temperance in reverse and the Five of Swords there. Like, she can't get her stuff together, man. She doesn't do the details. She's constantly tripped over by her own hand. Okay. She is blaming Harry for her not getting the coveted Diana crown. And don't forget, Earl Spencer is a Taurus too. So there's two men here that she's blaming for her not getting the Diana crown. Let me just pull a clarifier card here. She's blaming Harry's family, Hierophant in reverse, monarchy in reverse. And she doesn't learn, She really, really doesn't learn. What's surrounding her, though, why people don't see her, because people know and love Bomber when they see one. Yeah? The Knight of Cups in reverse. They know she's just giving it all of that and telling you that she's so wonderful and so that, and all of these sappy notions, but she's not giving you the real her. And people can see that. They can see she's inauthentic, even though she says authentic a million times a day. They can see she's inauthentic. So the Prince of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse, this is what's surrounding her. People aren't buying what she's selling. Figuratively and literally. People are just not buying what she's selling. And that includes the sisters. What she wants a claim in glory. She's six of wands there. And what we're getting, but what does she get? The moon. More deceit, more trouble. I wouldn't be surprised, you know, one day, do you know when you used to have like celebrity seances on the TV, and they did one for Michael Jackson and they did one for Diana and all of that stuff? I wouldn't be surprised if Megsy like turned up on one of them trying to contact Diana, you know. The moon there, though, there is this level of lunacy, there is this level of deceit. We could have some big lies coming up. Big lies. Some delusions. Which is no surprise, to be honest. I'd be surprised if she didn't, to be fair, but the moon is there. We also might be getting some stuff about women's rights linked into all of this and how people shouldn't compare women and blah, 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 blah. Let's see how she actually copes with not being who she wants to be. Let's see how they both cope. Let's start with Harry. How does Harry cope with Megsy not being? I'm using the sassy cards for this one. Let's have a look. Loss of control. So Harry doesn't like it. He loses control. Oh, look, there's a marijuana tree. Looks like a Christmas tree from that. But yeah, Harry's self-medicating the house. He can't. He's lost it, man. Yeah, the cult. I really feel like they've joined something. I don't know if it's Scientology or one of they are like they're in with something. He is brainwashed to a degree. He's brainwashed and gaslit himself, but he is completely like, you know, he needs deprogramming in some CIA place or something. He's just completely gone. Let's have a look at Megsy. How's she coping with all of not being Diana 2.0? Oh, anxiety through the roof, self-medicating as well. No surprises there. She have a burst of energy as a reaction to try and kind of like subdue herself. Have a bag of rubbish, a bag of poop there in reverse. So she's going to dump on somebody else to try and make herself look better, basically. And it's going to end up covering her rather than the someone else. That false energy stuff there as well. Like I say, she's going to drink it all. Thinks I'm gonna take this motivation and burn bright like for 5 seconds and then fail again. So there's something else she wants to do coming up. Does this affect their relationship? Let's pull 3 cards for that, and then I will leave you lovely people alone. Monster stamping on a Cupid. Godzilla stamping on Cupid. You bet your what relationship? What relationship? They're toxic, man. I'm telling you. You know that they've been toxic for years, but everything affects them. How could you let this happen, Harry? The used hybrid. And stunned. It's not running as efficiently as you thought it would do, both of you, is it? I feel like Harry lives in a completely separate place now, a completely separate universe at this point. But yeah, the lies and the connections and everything that they've tried to do and tried to deceive and tried to move in circles and tried to be clever, none of it's going to pay off, because they're together and they're miserable. They're lumped together in the, not only in the physical, well, even though they probably don't live together, but they're lumped together in the public's mind. You know, like you'll say, hey, Johnny Depp, and little voice can, if you do word association, Amber Heard. You know, you might go Jack Sparrow first or whatever, but you would go to Amber Heard. So Prince Harry, Meghan Markle. And everyone saw Meghan Markle, Prince Harry. They are forever enmeshed with each other, you know? And they're stuck together. One more card. They don't like each other. They're in for a hell of a bumpy ride, guys. A hell of a bumpy ride coming here on in. None of it's going to get better. Their peak was 2022 to 2023. That little bit there. No, actually, their peak was Oprah, right? They peaked and everything's been downhill. They thought they were going to resurge, have a massive comeback between summer 2022 to January 2023 with the Netflix and Spare and everything like that. And they just showed the world who they were, and it's been getting worse and worse for them ever since then. So yeah, they are absolutely positively on the road to nowhere. They may attempt to throw things into the public and I'm having a new initiative. Oh, look at me. I'm friends with Gwyneth Paltrow. Or I've borrowed Gwyneth Paltrow for $500,000 to film a short for 5 minutes. You know, there's all of that stuff. All of it. There's a lot of theatre there. So, she's just like the archetypal mean girl, you know? There we go. Archetypes. Okay, guys, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you guys hanging around and taking the time to watch my videos. Please leave a like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff, and I'll see you soon for some more readings. Bye, everyone. Bye.